Welcome to our channel, where we analyze police encounters, examining the key players, events, and legal implications behind each interaction. Today's video features footage from Stray Dog the Exposer, a channel with top-notch and highly engaging content. I've included the original link in the description. If you enjoy it, don't forget to visit their channel and leave them some positive feedback. Before we dive into the main content, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to support us in creating more valuable videos. And don't forget to leave a comment to share your perspective on the case. The 11th of September, 2018, Albert Bustillos, an independent journalist, stood outside the Navajo refinery in Artesia, New Mexico, to record from a public area outside the refinery's boundaries. While filming the vehicles entering and exiting the refinery, as well as the surrounding scenery, he was approached by refinery security, who insisted that recording was not allowed, even though he was standing on a public sidewalk.
Take a picture of the refinery?
Just doing a story.
Oh, they told me that you ain't supposed to take no videos or pictures.
Yeah, I can't go on your property and take pictures. I'm on public property. If I can see it for public, man, I can record it.
Oh,
Can't trespass the eyes, you know. I'm not gonna go on your property.
oh yeah. I know that it's notified for people, but I don't know. All safety guys made us. If you see anybody filming, you have to come and.
Well, you can come and talk to me. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, just let them know that I'm not doing nothing illegal. I have every right.
Mr. Bustillos explained that, according to federal law and the 2010 Department of Homeland Security memo, DHS Memo 2010, he had the right to record from public spaces any facility visible to the naked eye, including private facilities like the refinery.
Filming, taking pictures, I can't, stop that,
Yeah. That's all it is, man. No ill intent. I'm just here to take pictures. An easement, you know what I mean? Public easement. And I won't cross the line or nothing. I'm staying out here.
You can't be taking pictures with mine. They got signs up there.
Yeah, I can, man. I'm just not going to go on your property and take pictures. I'm on public property right now, so I can take pictures of anything I can see.
First Amendment protects the right to free speech and freedom of the press, including the right to record government activities or private facilities from public spaces. DHS Memo 2010 and 2017 confirms the legal right to record federal facilities in areas that are easily observable from public spaces.
That's actually protected by DHS.
DHS Memo 2010 and revised in 2017 says we can film any government agency or whatever from public point, anywhere the public's permitted to go, we can take pictures from. Can't trespass my eyes, If it's viewable from the public.
The security guard was wrong to demand that Mr. Bustillos stop recording, as he was in a public area where the First Amendment protects this activity. Mr. Bustillos was right in defending his right to record from a public space.
I'm just going to take a walk down here.
Yeah, just make sure you don't step on it.
I'm not going to get on here. See that? I was telling him, see the fire hydrant? And they go all the way down, and the public lights? All that was put in by the city, not by Navajo. That's the public easement. So as long as I don't go on that side of those, I'm good. Because like I was telling him, nobody's property goes all the way to the street. There's a public easement everywhere you go, and that's where we're allowed to be. There's a sidewalk goes all the way down to the other end, and it goes on. It's all public property, bro. So I'm not gonna cross y'all's line. All right?
Thank you.
Cool, man. Y'all have a good one. See you.
About 20 minutes after security reported the incident, Officer Sanchez arrived at the scene, approached Mr. Bustillos, and requested his ID. Although Mr. Bustillos asserted that he had not crossed the refinery's boundary and had committed no crime, the officer continued to demand identification.
Can I get your name and badge number that you're making contact? Sanchez?
I'm with the Artesia Police Department.
Your badge number or ID number?
Unit 725.
All right, thank you.
What can I help you with out here?
I don't need no help. I'm just doing a story, and I've been on public easement the whole time. Never crossed onto their property.
Okay.
So.
Well, can I see your ID?
No, ma'am.
I need your ID.
I haven't broke the law.
Called.
It don't matter.
I need to identify
you can put good citizen on.
I'm not going to put good
Well, you're not going to put my name because I'm not giving it to you. I have to have broken the law before I have to turn over all that information.
Okay.
Mr. Bustillos refused and cited Brown v. Texas 1979, which requires police to have reasonable suspicion of a crime before compelling a citizen to provide identification.
That's fine. You can be called. You can investigate, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to surrender my rights just because you showed up. I have to. You're asking for my ID. That would be surrendering my fourth.
Well, you identified me, so I'd like to.
Well, you're a public servant.
Exactly.
There's a difference. I'm not. I'm a free citizen.
So what is it that you're doing out here exactly?
What does it look like? I'm filming. That's it.
Navajo specifically
Navajo, I am not working for Navajo. I'm not on their property. That is the only time that their rules apply.
All over their property.
It don't matter. Yes, on their property. There's no penal code at the bottom, meaning it's not a law, it is their policy. Their policies don't apply to me. Only if I'm on their property, then I become subject to their laws and their policies. While I'm on public property, I'm a free citizen. I can record anything that my eyes can see.
Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures, including demanding ID without reasonable suspicion. Brown versus Texas 443 U.S. 47 1979. The Supreme Court ruled that refusing to provide identification cannot be penalized without reasonable suspicion of a crime.
I don't work for nobody specifically. I'm an independent journalist, gathering content for a story. Is all. That's all I'm doing. I've never. You know, I have to be committing a crime to give ID.
No, sir.
Yes, I do.
No, sir.
Yes, I do. Want to bet?
Yes, sir.
You have to articulate a crime that I've either committed, I'm committing, or I'm about to commit.
No, sir.
You want to bet?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, you better call your supervisor if you do something stupid.
Okay.
Call your supervisor.
call here.
I don't matter. You can call. You can come, and you can come investigate.
You are the suspect.
And?
You are called here to deal with. Therefore, you are required.
No, I'm not.
You are legally
Suspicion
required.
isn't a.
Corporal Sanchez violated the Fourth Amendment by requesting ID without stating any reasonable suspicion. Mr. Bastillos was right to refuse to provide ID and correctly cited existing law. Shortly after, Corporal Bailey arrived at the scene and ordered the arrest of Mr. Bastillos for concealing identity, even though he was merely filming from a public sidewalk.
Suspicion isn't a crime. It's not a felony or a misdemeanor. Yes, it is. Yes, it does. You have to articulate a crime I've committed, a crime I am committing, or no, I'm not.
Is failure to identify.
No. That can't be the first crime unless I've committed one. Then you can get me for failure.
No, sir.
Until then, just for me walking on the sidewalk is not permissible for me to give you ID.
Okay.
I don't have to give nothing unless I've committed a crime. You better go back and read up the law. I can film all I want. Look, all of it, everything. It don't matter if it's posted. That's not the law. Do you see a penal code under the sign? No. If it was a law, there would be a penal code. I'm not on their property. Those laws, those rules don't apply to me unless I'm on their property. I'm on public access. That means I'm a free citizen. It does matter. You're ignorant if you don't know the law. You got that badge and that gun, but you don't even know. How are you going to enforce something when you don't even know? I'm not giving you my ID.
After being handcuffed and taken to the station, Mr. Bastillos was charged, but a higher court later dismissed the charge and declared him innocent.
Turn around, put your place
All right.
front back.
Here we go, guys. Put this here so I can.
I'm not resisting. You want to identify himself? He's going to go to jail for concealing ID.
Fourth Amendment. Arresting someone without probable cause is a serious violation of the right against unreasonable searches and seizures. Keelan v. City of Albuquerque, 541 F.3D 937 10th Sir, 2008, clearly establishes that for an arrest under concealing identity, police must have reasonable suspicion of an underlying offense predicate crime. First Amendment. Mr. Bastillos was exercising his right to free press by filming in a public space. Corporal Bailey violated both the Fourth and First Amendments by unlawfully arresting a citizen solely for refusing to provide ID without any established predicate crime. The successful appeal later proved that Mr. Bastillos was right in defending his constitutional rights. Police violated the Fourth Amendment by demanding ID without reasonable suspicion. Corporal Bailey made an unlawful arrest, violating both the First and Fourth Amendments. The security guard misapplied regulations and misunderstood his authority over citizens in public areas. Correctly defended his right to record and his right to refuse ID. Acted within the law, did not trespass on private property, and exercised his press rights legally.